Hey YouTube, welcome to another edition of the In the Ring Show with your host, Devious Damien. And this is going to be my review for tonight's Raw, dated March 26, 2012. But before I begin, a couple things I want to say. First, check out a couple of my YouTube friends, Tobias Boom Backwards, check out his show. Also check out Emo Kitty Cat, some X's and O's before and after her name, I'm not sure of exactly how many. But yeah, check out her videos too. She does wrestling reviews and TV reviews also. So anyway, yeah, check those channels out. Also, good channels to watch. As well, the last thing I want to say before getting the review: subscribe up above, like the video, comment down below. Okay, let's kick this thing off. The show kicks off with Randy Orton and Sheamus versus Kane and Daniel Bryan. Kane and Daniel Bryan get the win here after AJ stops Sheamus from brogue kicking Daniel Bryan, allowing Kane to hit the chokeslam and Daniel Bryan to pick up the pin on Sheamus. A pretty decent match. Don't really like the way they're using AJ here as sort of the victim in what appears to be an abusive relationship angle they're running with Daniel Bryan. Not really liking this angle too much, but whatever, it is what it is. So then they go to break. Then we get Cole announcing he's the commentator for Team Johnny, and then out comes Boronitis. Oh, but before I talk about that, then Cole proceeds to be wearing this dorky looking Boronitis Team Boronitis T-shirt. But in all fairness, the Team Teddy shirts aren't much better. They're both kind of stupid. But anyway, so then you get Boronitis introducing his team captain David Otunga. And he introduces Vicky Guerrero as the official team flag bearer. So out comes David Otunga, and then Long introduces the team captain for his team, Santino, and their flag bearer, Hornswoggle. So then that leads to the match between David Otunga and Santino Marella. Santino wins here. Afterwards, you get excuse me. You get Long knocking Boronitis on his butt again. Then Santino goes to give the Cobra to Johnny, and out comes the Miz, does a skull crushing finale on Santino, and now the Miz finally has a spot on WrestleMania. He's the sixth man of Team Johnny's team. So congratulations, Miz, you finally got a spot at WrestleMania. I'm just gonna paraphrase a little bit here. Throughout the night, we got segments of different little things that have happened over the history of The Rock and Cena leading up to their match at WrestleMania. They dispersed them through different points throughout the night. I'm not going to talk about them. I'm just going to paraphrase and tell you that's what happened. And then you got little bits and pieces of The Undertaker and Triple H's careers and the events leading up to their match at WrestleMania. Again, I'm very much paraphrasing. If you've seen Raw and SmackDown up to now, you pretty much know what's happened, so I really don't need to get into it. And if you haven't, well, you can watch my reviews, other YouTubers who do wrestling reviews. Go to WWE.com. You can see what's happened between Undertaker and Triple H. I don't really need to get into it for you. So then we get the worst match of the night: Eve versus Kelly Kelly, and oh my god, I swear, I never have to shit at the appropriate times. If there was a time I wish I could have had to shit, it was right then. Kelly Kelly got the win in a match that I really didn't give a rat's ass about. Match was horrid. So then we had CM Punk versus Christian, and I don't think the match ever technically started. Because we had Jericho getting on the Titantron, saying he's going to become the new champ, talking about CM Punk's father, mother, and sister, says that they weren't married when Punk was born, was calling him a bastard. Punk snaps, goes outside, beats up Christian, gives him the GTS on the steel steps, and then proceeds to lock the Anaconda Vice on him, and refuses to let go. And he does this twice, and this allegedly re-injured Christian's neck, and he was taken out of the 12-man match of GM Battle at WrestleMania. However, he was replaced by Drew McIntyre, so good for Drew McIntyre. So then we had Brodus Clay against Kurt Hawkins. No surprise, Brodus Clay wins here. I don't think anybody expected Kurt Hawkins to win. Enough said about that. So we had Big Show versus Primo. Again, not a surprise. Big Show wins very easily. Out comes Cody Rhodes talking about how Big Show's going to lose at WrestleMania and how he's going to turn Big Show into a verb, saying that the kid's going to Big Show the test, that people are going to have to take a Big Show, and so on and so forth. Just making different jokes about, turning the words Big Show into a verb. So then we get a backstage segment with Zack Ryder. Well, the Bella Twins talking about their differences as who they think is going to win between Team Johnny and Team Teddy. Out comes Zack Ryder, and whichever one of them is for Team Teddy, I don't remember. I can't tell the difference between the two of them. But anyway, the one who's rooting for Team Johnny says something about changing something, and Zack's like, well, why don't you change your face, talking to the one that's for Team Johnny. Well, the other one who's for Team Teddy takes offense since both the Bella sluts look exactly alike. But whatever. Then we had Great Khali versus Mark Henry. Pretty boring match. Mark Henry won. And as far as matches go, that was the main event as far as matches go. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I forgot something real quick here. I forgot to mention this part, and I apologize. So after the match, we get Mark Henry beat in the ring, and Boronitis throws Long in to Mark Henry for Long to receive the World's Strongest Slam, and Long has his team barricading the ring, stopping members from Team Teddy of getting in. And then right as Teddy Long is about to be World's Strongest Slam by Mark Henry, Booker T jumps in the ring, saves Teddy Long, proceeds to scissor kick Mark Henry, take him out of the ring. And Team Teddy asks Booker to be the sixth member of Team Long for WrestleMania. Booker accepts. So now we've got all members of all teams announced for WrestleMania. So finally, we get the Rock and John Cena promo. Rock comes out first, talking about how, he didn't know when he was coming back, and everybody for years upon years was asking when he was coming back. Talking about the challenge that happened a year ago in the same arena they were in tonight. Says that, basically for WrestleMania this year, there was only one man that he could face for there to be the kind of match that there was going to be. And then he was talking about how he's going to whip John Cena's ass, and then out comes Cena saying, Rock, you've never seen anybody like me. He's going to win at WrestleMania. He has to win. So on and so forth. Talking about the emotion that he can evoke out of the WWE Universe. Pretty repetitive stuff. Them just like going back and forth with each other. Once again, they didn't really touch. They just kind of, just took verbal jabs at each other. And that's where they ended the show. So, a botch of the night. Boronitis can't say his own name. When he's welcoming The Miz to his team, he says, well, Team Teddy, Team Johnny. You don't know your own name? But then again, what else do I expect from a guy whose idea of a wrestling promo? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, YouTube this, you can find this, it's on there. Johnny Laurinaitis cutting a promo saying, well, you know what? If you ain't got it, then get it. And if you don't get it, we'll figure it out. I mean, when you got a guy who cuts a promo like that, you ain't got it, get it. And if you don't get it, we'll figure it out. I mean, I'm sorry. I know my moving's kind of blurry, but that's funny. And if you want to know what to look for to find that promo, type in either John Laurinaitis or Johnny Ace WXO promo. You can find it. Fucking hilarious. Just the bullshit he says. That's freaking funny. And since I have a few extra minutes here, I'm going to get into some news and rumors that pertain to WrestleMania. I guess from what I've read, originally it wasn't supposed to be Randy Orton and Kane at WrestleMania. It was actually supposed to be Mark Henry and Kane at WrestleMania. However, Mark Henry refused to turn babyface to feud with Kane. So therefore, they had to scrap that idea and go with a new one. And from what I hear, not Mark Henry, but Alberto Del Rio has been actually cleared to wrestle. He's just waiting for creative to find him a role at WrestleMania. Which, from what I can see, there really isn't much for Alberto to do. And the other reason, I guess, like they're not going ahead with the Mark Henry and Kane feud, I think Mark Henry was looking to do some acting or something. He's been also known as injury prone, stuff like that. So that's another reason they didn't go that direction. I guess another thing that has been talked about is with Karma having her miscarriage. That's the reason they didn't go with what everybody wanted for WrestleMania, Beth versus Karma. They didn't go with that for that reason, because Karma wasn't ready to come back yet. So they pretty much realized that they couldn't have as far as the Divas money match that they wanted. So they just kind of well, we gotta do something. So they just kind of threw something together at the last minute. So therefore, that's why you're getting this shitty Divas match at Mania. So, I mean, those are just some of the main rumors that pertain to WrestleMania. Just some different things that were supposed to happen, didn't happen, whatever. And as far as Christian goes with the neck injury, I've heard rumors that he actually injured it before. He actually injured it before Raw. They just did this whole thing with CM Punk to kind of write him off TV, so they'd have an excuse for him not to be at WrestleMania. So there's the general information on that. So now that I have, just let that all out, it's time for me to grade tonight's Raw. I'm going to give Raw, I'll give it a B+ tonight. Despite the fact that there were a couple matches that were kind of boring and stupid, it all relatively flowed nicely. It all kind of, was a nice lead-in for WrestleMania. Even though Big Show and Primo have nothing to do with WrestleMania, the fact that they brought out Cody Rhodes afterwards was a nice little segue, to their match at Mania. Funny stuff from Cody Rhodes tonight. The opening match was okay. Good lead-in, for the two rivals two of the rivalries going on at WrestleMania. I'm looking forward to WrestleMania. I can't wait. All I know is that I'm spending a lot of money for food on WrestleMania. I know that much. I'm going to pizza, wings, the whole fucking deal. And most of you who are watching this aren't going to be living close enough to me to come over anyway, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, so yeah, tonight's Raw was a B+. Also, before I forget to mention it, there's a couple DVD sets from the WWE I'm going to be reviewing soon. I'm going to be reviewing the top 50 superstars of all time. Not only am I going to be reviewing it, but I'm going to give my list of the top 50 superstars of all time. I'm going to give my list, or excuse me, not my list, but my review of the DVD set, Best of Saturday Night's Main Event. I'll give my review of that. So anyway, let me know what you think of tonight's Raw. What do you think of this review? What are your thoughts on the rumors that have been stated for WrestleMania, why certain things didn't happen that were supposed to happen? Just let me know what you think of this channel, this video, what you thought of Raw tonight, so on and so forth. Just let me know what you think of everything. For the In the Ring show, this has been Devious Damien signing out.